Hey, welcome back to Bull Bear Trader. So today we got a lot of news from the fighting between Israel and Iran, and the market got a down day of more than 1% for each of the indices. So right now I will just do a quick update on the market, the ETF, and crude oil, dollar, and gold. So first, let me start with SPX, S&P 500 Index. So last week we were here, and I said that most likely we will pull back to 58.50, and it might take a couple weeks. So we already have 1 week, and basically we are only, it was 6,000 and now we close today as 59.77, so only about 22 point. So right now at this moment we have about 127 point to come to 58.50 to test the last low, and then the other low would be 57.83.85, and then the gap will be 56.80. So what's happening? Okay, so we do a quick so if we draw from the high to the high, we got the trend line here. So what it did was it did like a W, right, or inverse of an M, come back to test the support here, came up and test this and pulling back. So now I am still looking for it to come down to 58.50 to test. Right now it's still overbought, so we have quite a lot to correct. But most likely I'm seeing it will hit this purple line right here. And the next one will be 56.80 to close this gap right here. Then we'll have a bounce. So if I use this, it looks similar like this. So I anticipate to pull down a little bit more, and then rally a little bit as a pullback, and then break down again to the downside. All right, so next, what about SPY? SPY again, just like the other one, 58.50, so 585, it would be around here, right? So it'll be here, 585, come up a little bit here, and then come down like that. For SPY is a little bit better when you show the level right here and level right here at 575. So these two levels Most likely we're gonna see it in about maybe a week or two. Now move to NASDAQ. For NASDAQ, I'd say we're gonna see it come down to correct at around 2,800, and we have about 800 more to go. So most likely it's gonna come down to the blue line and then bounce a little bit and come down. So it will look something like this. Oops. Let me remove it. Let's try again. Okay, so you can see it's still overbought. QQQ 506. Okay, and then we'll come back to test this, and then it'll come here to test. And 444 will be a longer play, most likely couple weeks to a month. Dow Jones 41,450, and right now is at 42,200, so about 800 point more. So let's delete this, and we might have a day or two down, come back up a little bit, and then down to 40,000. So it most likely will hit this blue line here and then the orange line. What about Russia 2000? So for Russia 2000, we already got a little bit of a selling here, but it will hit the support red line, most likely Monday, bounce up a little bit, then come down to test 200. And 187 is still a long target. So those are the indices. Now I'm gonna go with gold. Gold is something that I could not really predict, because while I predicted it to come back to 3,200, but it went down only to 33 and then bounced again due to tension between Iran and Israel, as well as the inflation reading. Oh, and one thing is that other nations, they try to either buy dollar or gold. So, especially in Asia and India. So this is why gold has been a safety for so many years. And now it kind of broke out due to the fighting today and last night. So you see it's a big bounce today. It testing the last previous high, and then most likely it'll go up to 3,500 to test the all-time high. And right now, look like it's gonna do that. So the short term will be up, come back down here to test, either pull back up again like this, and coming down here at 30. No, we can come down to the blue line to test. So 32.75 is the next target, or as low as 3,200. $32.85. All right, and that's for gold. What about oil? So oil, I did a quick video yesterday showing that the inverse head and shoulder on the last week, Friday, was here. And they say it might go up all the way to 72 due to the height of the head to the base. It did, and it went all the way to 77, testing the previous high here. So now, and then after that, it will come down and test the trend line, which is the blue line, at around 71-ish. So that's why it still put 72. And then after that, we might have another bounce to 80, or it pulled down a little bit more to 69, 70, and then bounce. So that is my prediction for oil. What about dollar? Dollar. All right, so last week it was here. I say most likely gonna come up here to test, and then either come break out and test the blue line, or from here we're gonna pull back. It looked like we got to pull back early, and it is at oversold again and about to touch the support here. So at this moment, it could be a little bit going lower to 96 before a quick bounce back to test, and then either come back down again or challenge the orange line. So right now, dollar is trending down more, and if you look, it could be an inverse head and shoulder here. However, it did not materialize, and it went down, forming another bear flag. If you look here, you can see the bear flag is like this, this, and this. Okay, so let me draw again. So that is why we gotta pull back. So now, if I look at the chart, we do have some more downside for the dollar. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Just a quick update today, and I will next week I'm gonna do some earning prediction and review the Mega 7, the Magnificent 7, and see how it is right now. For Tesla is the only one that's actually doing well. Apple has been trending sideways but going a little bit lower, and look like a head and shoulders forming right now. Amazon is doing okay. Google not too good, with a lot of AI getting their lunch. So I'm gonna come back and review the Magnificent 7 again, probably in a day or two. Alright, thanks for watching. Please hit a like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.